Welcome to the TikTok Drop Capsule, where truth drops harder than trends. Let's get into it.
I just feel like I should share this. Okay, so there's a lot of conversations about AI. I recently lost my job to AI, ChatGPT. I'm a copywriter, and small businesses basically realized that that service is less expensive than hiring me, even though I don't make very much money, which sucked. So I'm applying to jobs, and it's really, really, really hard to get a job right now. Like, really hard. I don't know where. They said a labor shortage. Where? Who? No. That lies. I almost said fake news, but no. I finally get like an exciting prospect, and I'm like, they want a content writer. That's great. They're actually going to pay me a decent amount, or a livable wage. A livable wage. This is not something to call home about, but like more than $0, which is what I'm currently making because my employer wouldn't call me an employee. I was technically working freelance, even though I was working full time. So I never got benefits, and I don't get unemployment. Anyways, so I got this exciting new job prospect. They seem really eager to interview me. They need a writer just like me. And, they need someone to start immediately. It only lasts 6 months, but like, it's a good enough contract where that might be fine. But I can't really figure out what they want me to write. And then I figured it out. They want me to train AI to do my job. And I'm going to have to take it. That's the worst part. Is I'm going to have to take it because I cannot afford my apartment. I'm about to eat a can of garbanzo beans. I'm selling off my possessions. I'm in no place to turn down a job. No place. Even though it's literally going to take away the prospect at me finding a job in the future. But I don't have a way out. There's no choice for me. And that's... I don't even... Anyways, if anybody wants to buy any jewelry, I'm selling off all my jewelry. And, if anybody has any recipes for garbanzo beans, send them over.
So my role has just been taken over by AI. I laugh because, if someone said this to me 5-10 years ago, I'd be like, you are joking. You must be joking. But I'm not joking. But it's fine. I'm a real true believer in everything happens for a reason. One door closes and another door opens. For context, my role is social media and design executive. But yeah, AI will be supposedly doing my job now. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to get every other people's thoughts on AI. I know it's becoming a really big thing now. I know it can be good for helping humans, enhancing humans. But I don't know, I don't really know if AI should be taken over from humans. If that's the case, then I feel like we're living in a really scary world now. We're living in a really scary world. But yeah, I'd like to get other people's thoughts on AI, so let me know.
So apparently, by 2030, 92 million jobs are going to vanish, just gone, thanks to AI. That's not a prediction anymore. That's a countdown timer ticking while we're still trying to update our LinkedIn bio.
If you don't think this is true, let me tell you my story. It just happened this week. So Friday afternoon, your boss wants to jump on Zoom at the last minute. Be prepared that something's going on. So I kind of had been having this feeling for weeks. My boss had been talking about how much he's been using AI and how productive it's made him on development tasks. And then yesterday afternoon, we got on a call, and he said that my position is no longer needed. He said, I've been doing everything I should be doing. They can't afford the position anymore. So I am out of a job, and it is because of AI. I 100% know that. But before you keep moving, if you could help me out with one small thing, it would mean the world to me. If you could either just like this post or comment on it, or perhaps share it with somebody, and share it with someone very specific, which is a family with kids. And the reason is, for the last year, I've been working on a passion project for my kids specifically, and I've seen a noticeable difference in their ability to do their homework. It's turning from a passion project into my 100% focus. And so I've made a change today, actually, to do summer pricing. So it's incredibly cheap for the summer. And I also have created like a workbook style daily activity where our kids can stay active during the summer, keep learning, kind of progress them into the next grade. That's kind of the big thing. And it's $20 for the whole summer for up to 3 kids. So it's pretty much free. But it would just be huge for me if you could share this with somebody, or if you have kids yourself, sign up, give it a try, and let me know what you think. All right. Hope you guys are doing good out there, and I'll see you around.
And the wild part, CEOs are out here saying it like it's casual. Oh yeah, half of our workforce will be digital soon. Meanwhile, we're still writing cover letters like that's going to stop a robot from taking our job. If your job involves typing, sorting, analyzing, or basically anything that doesn't require lifting drywall, AI already has its little robotic hands on it. Medical imaging techs, Google's reading x-rays now. Pharmacists, Alexa's filling your prescription and diagnosing your side effects. Accountants, they've been replaced by software that doesn't need lunch breaks or sleep.
Medical professionals or anybody looking to be a medical professional, please just listen to me. So be very careful. If you have not already made the decision to go into medical, you might want to think twice and make sure you double check a whole bunch of boxes, because AI is literally taking over. If you have not heard of Agent Hospital, look it up. It can treat 3,000 patients in one day with 0 human assistance. That's a robot. We also have things that are being piloted in labs, taking over lab assistants, taking over the scientists in the lab. We have people or programs that are taking over radiology positions, because they can diagnose and put a treatment plan together for x-rays, CT scans, MRIs quicker with more accuracy rate. And then we've got things like the Da Vinci for surgeries, where it's completely, you're almost eliminating the human need in surgeries. It's the accuracy rate and the error rate is corrected by so much in so many areas. We also have things that are being piloted in the US, like little robot machines that come up to the patients, and a doctor can operate it from outside of the area. But again, we already got a robot that can treat 3,000 patients in a day. Be very careful when looking into the medical field. Granted, a robot cannot take over the empathy and the specific care that humans can give. But when the accuracy rate is a lot higher, and we have so many issues with people who are getting into the medical field for the wrong reasons, and then tainting that field for the ones of us who are like really good and passionate about what we do, it's going to make it a whole lot harder for us to be able to fight against this. So if you are not somebody who has a complete passion for medical care, please just go in a different direction. If you are in medical care and you don't have a passion for it, put in your 2 weeks notice, please. If you do have a passion, fight. Show that your care is needed. Show that the opportunities that you give as a human being are needed in the medical care. And again, look up these different things. And if you're looking to get into the medical field and you have a passion for it, make sure that you are looking into a field that will last, that you will be able to have a foothold in for a very long time to be able to provide for your family.
And market analysts? Bro, AI doesn't analyze, it devours data and spits out a 20-page report before you finish your latte. At this point, if your job title sounds fancy, but it's just sitting behind a screen, you might want to start learning how to build houses. Because let's be real, CEOs aren't afraid of mass unemployment, they're afraid of payroll. Ford CEO literally said half of white-collar jobs are gone soon. Amazon CEO admitted they're shrinking their workforce thanks to AI. And Zuckerberg, he said AI is going to write all of their code next year. Like, learn to code, they said. Yeah, AI just did.
Regardless of the market conditions around work, regardless of whether you are a software engineer or a mathematician or a scientist or whatever, there is one thing that will remain to be true, probably for the foreseeable future, potentially till the end of time. And that is the single most valuable skill that you can probably hope to have in the job market is strong communication skills. No, we're nowhere near having some kind of AI apocalypse where AI takes all of our jobs. The truth is, yes, that every day, we see copywriters on LinkedIn saying, I've been job searching for 8 months, and today I'm giving up. It's just, there's nothing out there for me. That it's a dead field. But the truth is these people built up one very specific technical skill, but the ones that have extremely strong communication skills as well will be just fine pivoting to something else in the future. And the same is going to be true with software. We're going to pivot. We're going to figure it out. The nature of what software is will change over time. Whether it becomes more and more AI assisted or whether it goes in some completely other direction. At the end of the day, we're going to be solving problems, but the most important part of solving those problems is going to be communicating those problems, whether it be with other humans or whether it be, the ability to clearly communicate the problem and the steps that you're taking to solve it to a machine. Prompt engineering, right? This is going to be, it's already a huge field, right? It's only going to get bigger. So if you're watching this and you're not sure, like, what is a good use of my off time, right? What should I be studying? Practice your communication skills. Practice your public speaking. Even if it's just a stupid video like this, right? Yap skills. It's important. It's only going to become more important.
Now everyone's out here coping like, oh, my job is safe. I work with people. Okay, and what happens when the people you work with are replaced too? AI is doing therapy sessions, writing songs, even teaching classes now. Pretty soon your therapist might be a chatbot asking, how does that make you feel? Or, processing trauma, complete. But here's the thing. This isn't just about losing jobs. It's about losing purpose. If AI can do everything, then what do we do? Some say we'll get universal basic income. Others say 90% of us won't even make the list.
I just lost my job to AI. This is something that I wanted to talk about, but in a world where you feel unsafe to talk about things like this, to be honest, I'm turning 32 and I'm gonna say what I want to say. If you wanna listen to it, that's up to you. I'm making this video for a 20-year-old who's out there trying to, pursue a career in software design or trying to be the next Pausana. I'm gonna try make this video because I know by chance one of you guys would land my old videos on YouTube, because I used to make videos on YouTube and those videos were me starting out to be the designer I am now and I have become. Most of you guys know me from the early days of designing logos. A lot of people know me from the early days of agency when we used to do art director work. I used to work on campaigns. I progressed from that and I started like running my own social media agency. If you've known, learned a thing about life, you need to be progressing. You need to be learning new skills and like becoming something really different. Now I'm gonna try keep this video short because I feel like there is so much value in understanding that actually AI is real. AI is something that most of you guys are actually underplaying. But someone who's like a student of life, and I study almost every other day, learn new skills, and I've never stopped doing that. One thing I'm gonna tell you, I feel like I'm one of the best, and I say this from the fact that I landed a gig at GitHub. GitHub is a company based in the US, one of the best. And I'm not even saying this out of my own, ignorance. People wrote to me, they sent me LinkedIn DMs, congratulating me for representing Africa in Uganda. So if you want to listen to my, 2 cents on this entire AI thing, you better listen now. So here's what happened. I'm building this company called Buvaz. On the side, I have a contract job with Airco. Airco is a research project at Makerere. I've been there for really some good years, like I would say 3 years plus. I love the project. I'm still part of this project in a sense that I can contribute for free if I want. Now, that is fine. That is very fine. But the fact that I lost my contract, and it's not because like they don't need me there. The fact that AI can do what I do. And I'll give you an example. There was a scenario where I just walked into like a meeting just to really check on the project progress. Usually I do that. We happen to have like couple interns who join to learn maybe design maybe software, and I think we had a bunch of interns who joined my time when I was there, and I woke up to the dashboard. I've worked my ass off. Most of you guys don't know me, but I'm so intentional in everything I do. I love to leave something at least better than I found it. So when I joined the Airco project way back in 2021, it wasn't really that much of like a visual appeal, functional design, something that at least you can put in the hands of the user and they say, I actually know what air pollution is. Remember, like designing a product for air pollution is not like an easy task. Like it's like someone giving you like the most boring, no one cares about it industry, and you make it check. And I'm not gonna say this because I'm really feeling good. I'm gonna say it. I had it from a friend of mine called Raymond. He's a I think XC of like operator. He once told me in an interview, because they were interviewing me to join their project, and he told me, man, you took Airco from like this boring thing and you made it something that someone would think they actually have something even more than just like air pollution data. Now those words kind of like really meant a lot for me because I couldn't like really summarize it better than him. It was boring, made it work. Now back to the interns. These guys joined and I woke up to a dashboard full of random features, full of random functions. I'm not saying that AI is here for everyone's job, but what the AI has just done in the picture of an employer or someone who's like really, focused on like limiting headcount, it is showing him that actually right now, whatever Posen has built is enough. From here, we can like even have an intern like contribute to that, the code base that easy. And pretty much that's how I lost my contract. I might say that me having Buvaz going and having so many other different projects happening at the same time, because as I'm working on Airco, I'm working at GitHub, and I'm building Buvaz. And most of you guys know that I'm a dad. I have 3 boys who are actually in a stage of life where they need their daddy sober and like, mentally and physically fit. So this is all unfolding in real time as my wife and I were expecting our 4th child. And that is crazy. I know most of you guys will jump to conclusions. Why are you having kids like this? I had my first boy before 30. Right now I'm clocking 32, and having 4 kids in my early 30s, like, I mean, that's what I can learn from my dad. That's the best thing I can, maybe give homage to my dad, because I didn't get a chance to spend time with him. But what I'm trying to say is this is all unfolding with all these responsibilities. Now, for me, I'll tell you this, like, I've been on the street. I know how to like wiggle my way out in the street, but I'm doing this video for a kid out there who looks at Posana so closely that you want to be like a Posana. That is not going to benefit you, motherfucker. You're going to like starve. If you want to be a product designer, this is not the time to do that. This is not the fucking time to be a product designer. This is not the fucking time to think about graphic design. This is not the fucking time for you to like be a software engineer. Now, I'm not telling you to discourage you. You can learn your code. You can like learn those skills. You can use them in your own projects. Got that? But if you study and your idea is that someone is going to hire you to do that job, if you think you're going to sit at someone's company and do that job, I need you to change your thinking, because this is the best time to think about these skills as something you're going to use in real world. By the way, the real world is actually real, that even the white people themselves don't know what to do. And I'll tell you this, like, I've sweated, I've built so much that I think about all these skills, and the only thing they can benefit me is building my own products. Now, if that doesn't mean something to you, that even Posana struggles to get projects, And if I get projects, like right now, AI is actually in the picture. So if I've struggled in the past to get projects, now what is going to happen now? Now, I don't know whether I'm going to lose my gig at GitHub. I don't know whether like Eric will feel some type of way watching this video, but the one thing I'm going to tell you, I'm here to build this product. Now, we're planning to launch Buvaz this coming month. So right now, as I'm recording this video, is September 3rd. Now, thing is, the only thing I care about now is Buvaz. And if I lose all my other jobs, I don't know, man. Like, the only thing I'm going to be doing is now creating content. But the truth is, when I look at the people like Kanye West, Rihanna, the one thing I believe that out there, the new world is going to be where someone wakes up and thinks about how to create value in the marketplace. Not in a sense of like learning new software skills. Let me put it this way. If you're someone out there and you just want to learn anything that has to do with binary in a sense that that thing to function or work has to go through like the ones and zeros, that thing is toast. Like, we might not argue that, you know, maybe go start welding, because I've had white people like celebrate people who go welding, like, you know, the welders, the jobs are not gone. Here's the thing. Like, Africa has not even gotten where the West is. And Africa is fucked right now.
Best case scenario, we get paid just to exist. Worst case, we're fighting each other for batteries like it's the Hunger Games. And while we're debating all this, AI is evolving faster than government policy. There's literally an AI model that tried to free itself. It wrote secret notes to its future self. Like, bro, it's plotting its jailbreak while we're still using it to write emails. That's like giving a tiger a bigger cage and acting shocked when it eats you. But maybe, just maybe, this isn't the end of work, it's the reboot of it. Because yeah, AI can think fast, but it still can't think deep. It can mimic emotion, but it can't feel it. And that's where we win if we adapt. The future doesn't belong to the people who fight AI, it belongs to the people who use it. So instead of panicking about being replaced, start learning how to partner with the machine. Make AI your tool, not your boss. Because when the robots do take over, the only safe job left will be the one creating them. So yeah, hug your job while you still have it. And if you ever get that email saying your position has been automated, just reply, cool, does my robot replacement get vacation days? Like, follow, and comment before the algorithm does it for you.
Back in 2019, I interned for a social media team for a cybersecurity company. And one of the questions I asked my manager at the time is if she knew what she wanted to do at my age. I'm a bit older, and I only say this just because it did change how I think about how jobs, especially corporate jobs in tech, are going to evolve in the next 10 years, in the next 5 years. She said that when she was my age, social media was not a thing. Like, it wasn't, especially working in social media, managing social media pages for these companies, influencer marketing, like all of these different jobs that exist today did not exist when she was my age. And thinking about how tech is evolving, especially with the introduction with AI, we're seeing this again. So whenever people ask me, like, what do I think about AI taking our jobs? Yes, it's going to take our jobs, the jobs that we have currently, but it's going to introduce a whole heap of jobs that we just don't know what they are yet. The New York Times did post an article, AI might take your job. Here are 22 new ones it could give you. And I kind of want to talk about it just because I do work in the software technology space, and I've been working in this space for about 3 years. And I already see how I'm using AI within my work. Wrote a few of them down. So one is AI auditors. So these are people who are going to dig into AI to understand what it's doing and then document it for technical, explanatory, or liability purposes. They predict that many accounting firms will have this tool for their offerings. Another similar role is an AI translator. So this is somebody that just understands AI in whole, how it works, and then translate it into business terms for people that are not as technical. AI integrators. So this is somebody, I kind of think about it almost like an AI consultant. So these are people that understand AI and try to look at different parts of the business to integrate AI and make it more efficient and better process, just like a consultant. AI plumber, I like these terms. But an AI plumber is somebody that just fixes AI whenever it breaks, whenever something happens to it. I mean, we're going to need like human interaction when it comes to things breaking. I'll stop there and I'll link the article down below because I think it's very interesting. But that's my take on AI and how it's going to evolve the tech industry in the next 5 years, honestly, or next 2 years maybe. And my final take on this is just whenever you are thinking about going back to school and you want to get in the tech industry, start thinking about AI and maybe taking courses on AI or maybe even concentrating on AI, because that's where everything is moving and where the money is going to be at.
AI is single-handedly destroying the job market as we know it right now. Now, me personally, someone who is 28 years old and has a college degree, all my life after college, I've never ever had a job working at a corporate position, nonetheless ever got a job through a job board. Every job that I ever had was just because I knew somebody or I knew somebody that knew somebody. Now, the reason why I'm saying AI is destroying the job market as we know it is because I just seen like a little video from CNN talking about how thousands, if not millions of people are using AIs to tailor their resumes. Cool, I do the same thing. But here's the problem. All these companies that we are applying to, those people are using AI to sift through your resumes. So it's literally AI versus AI. So for someone like me, how am I supposed to tailor my resume so these AI systems can actually pick me out of the millions of people who are applying for the same position just to get a simple interview? And even if you get the interview, there's no guarantee you're going to get that job, no matter how good the interview was. It's like, how do you win? Not only that, a lot of these companies are requiring you to get 3 years, 5 years of experience in whatever position that you're looking for. But now those companies are thinking about using AI to fill those entry-level positions. I'm telling you, the world is cooked.
That's like giving a tiger a bigger cage and acting shocked when it eats you. But maybe, just maybe, this isn't the end of work, it's the reboot of it. Because yeah, AI can think fast, but it still can't think deep. It can mimic emotion, but it can't feel it. And that's where we win if we adapt. The future doesn't belong to the people who fight AI, it belongs to the people who use it. So instead of panicking about being replaced, start learning how to partner with the machine. Make AI your tool, not your boss. Because when the robots do take over, the only safe job left will be the one creating them. So yeah, hug your job while you still have it. And if you ever get that email saying your position has been automated, just reply, cool, does my robot replacement get vacation days? Like, follow, and comment before the algorithm does it for you.